Q4 of 2025 is fast approaching and we still don't have a release date for Gothic.
But a release date is not all that we would like. There's a lot of other information that would be really nice to have for players and LGSs alike, so let's just discuss these points.
As of filming this video, we are in the middle of September 2025. We are still looking for that really important release date for the set of Gothic. When we look back and take a look at Arthurian Legends, all the way back to the 21st of May in 2024, we got an announcement that it was going to do a worldwide release, and it was starting at Spiel Essen back in 2024. So that was several months in advance that we knew when we could be expecting Arthurian Legends to drop. Well, for Gothic, unfortunately, we don't know. What we do have of information is the fact that the team has confirmed several times, also in recent announcements, that Gothic will be out in 2025, which is really important and really encouraging. But it is not only the release date that we would really like to know. We also have a host of other points we think are really important, both for the community out there, but also for LGSs to know well in advance. And we're going to talk about them now.
One thing we do know is that there's going to be Precon decks for the release of Gothic, and a lot of people are looking very much forward to having Precon decks return to Sorcery. So are you going to be buying those Precon decks, and are you excited about them? Let us know down in the comments below. Both the Alpha Edition and the Beta Edition had Precon decks, and the Precon decks changed quite a bit with the avatars from the Alpha Edition to the Beta Edition. And I think a lot of people expected that there would be Precon decks for Arthurian Legends, but alas, there were no Precon decks for this first expansion set. With the expansion set of Gothic, we know that Precon decks are making a return. Right now we know that there's going to be a Necromancer Precon deck, and that is about the extent of our knowledge. We would like to know more about the Precon decks. Right now we've only seen the Necromancer deck. Are there going to be other themed decks? We'd also like to know if these Precon decks are going to be elementally focused, or if they're going to be more focused around a specific theme or ability, such as the Necromancer's ability to generate tokens. We would really like to know how many Precon decks are there going to be, and are they going to be focused around a specific element or more a mechanic.
We're absolutely fine with the company keeping some of it a secret, a mystery, and that makes it only more intriguing when you actually get the boxes in hand and figure out what the product actually is. But there are some information that would be really nice to have. For instance, are the boxes, the booster boxes for the set of Gothic, are they going to return to the 36 booster packs, or are they going to stay in the same format as Arthurian Legends, which was 24 booster packs per box? This is just really nice to know. It also helps perhaps guesstimate a bit about how the price is going to be for these boxes, but also to sort of calculate how many boxes are you going to need depending on the set size. And do remember, Gothic will be the biggest set till date. It would be lovely to know just a little hint about the box size, but also we saw last year with Gen Con that we actually got the booster box for Arthurian Legends, and that would make for an amazing spoiler. And we're going to talk a bit more about how frequently the spoilers are dropping, because that's also something I think could be improved just slightly. But getting the booster box size and also maybe the booster box art would be really cool. It would add some more interest, and it would be really sort of inconsequential information for the company, but it would mean a lot for us as a community, and presumably also for stores, to just get a sneak peek at that box and box size.
Another thing is also, of course, the price per pack. With the release of Arthurian Legends, we saw that the price per pack actually increased a little bit. It wasn't that much, but it still was a slight price increase. But since the release of Arthurian Legends, one could say that the world has changed, and we have seen some really big tariffs come, and that is also going to affect prices when you are going to send wares around the world. So right now a hot topic could be what the price of a booster box of Gothic is going to be, because we have seen the tariffs, we have seen new taxes, and a lot of prices, a lot of inflation has been going on. And of course, this is also going to be affecting Sorcery. And that could mean that the price for a booster box is going to be increasing quite a bit.
We also wanted to touch briefly on spoilers. So far, going towards Gen Con, we had a really nice ramp up of spoilers. Suddenly we were getting a lot of drops about keywords such as evil. We got more about information about this new mechanic of the collection also coming with Gothic. And we had a lot of regular spoilers going on. But suddenly after Gen Con, it seems like we had a bit of a slowdown again, which to us seems a little weird in terms of timing, because we have a lot of new people joining the Discord servers, looking at Sorcery as a card game that you might be interested in. And it would seem that right now would be a great opportunity to capture people's imaginations and show them some amazing cards with some amazing art on it, and really get all these new people that are just coming into Sorcery interested and hyped up for Gothic. Hopefully very soon we will see that spoilers are starting to ramp up again, because we are so excited. We want to know more about the avatars, the mechanics. We want to see more art and get more new artists introduced, or maybe even some interviews with old ones. Just a little plea from us to the Sorcery Company. It would be great to see that ramp up happening again, just in time for some really big events. We're going to have multiple crossroads over the next couple of months, and it would be amazing to see some more content, more spoilers coming out, and really hopefully hooking a lot of new people that are going to join the player base when Gothic comes. If you're enjoying this video talking about the release and other information from Gothic and our other Sorcery videos, we would love for you to just smash that like button and consider becoming a subscriber. It would really help us out and we would really appreciate it. Thank you.
That was some of the key information that we wanted to have to the release of Gothic, but of course we also need the release date, because the release date is such an important information to have for both LGSs and community alike. For LGSs, it's very important to have the release date, and preferably far in advance. We live in a world where there's a lot of other TCGs out there, and a lot of these other TCGs have events plans and releases planned far ahead in the future. So to slot in a new game and a smaller game such as Sorcery takes both time and planning and room. And if we want the LGSs to have these things, they need to have the release date, they need to have it far in advance. And they need to have the release date both to order, purchase, plan the original release event, and also plan subsequent events with Gothic.
So in terms of community, I'm going to talk about two different points. I'm going to talk about the community at large, you as a friend group, people just joining together playing at their LGS, and then separately I'm also going to discuss how the lacking release date for Gothic affects community events, because we have a lot of those and they are really essential for the community. So first of all, for us who just really want to plan a fun event, for instance, we have a lot of local players and we would love to everybody get together, buy some booster boxes, open, play sealed, and just really enjoy the release of Gothic together as a community and as a play group. And that is really difficult to do without the release date. The main thing is that we tend to have a bit older of a community within Sorcery, so a lot of us are adults with kids, jobs, maybe even other hobbies, and it is difficult to squeeze in a weekend where everybody can sort of, arrange to get together and to play. But it is also a matter of money. If you want to plan in advance, if you want to do the sensible thing and save up some cash to buy some booster boxes, you kind of need to know that a bit in advance to make sure that you can actually afford to buy the amount of both booster boxes that you would like. So it is both a matter of actually getting that time to get together with friends to play Sorcery, just really blocking out maybe an entire day or an entire weekend to play, but also about being sensible with your money. You need to make sure that you can afford to buy those booster boxes, and many of us want as many as possible, also because Gothic is a larger set, so you're going to need more boxes to open if you want to sort of have at least an initial start toward building a complete set of Gothic. It is not only just play groups, friends getting together, there are also a lot of really skilled and also really passionate organizers out there that are waiting for this information to know, are they going to be able to play Gothic at their event? And it does make a major difference if you're playing just with the sets we have right now, or if you can entice more people into coming because there's a new set coming and people can really enjoy and dive into Gothic as a new set, as a new player. So hopefully we will get that release date soon, because we are in the middle of September. There are only a couple of months left in 2025, and if the set is still planned, and it is so far, to come out in 2025, we need that release date so we can be sure to make the most of our yearly release of Sorcery, because we only get one and we want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to enjoy it.
As you can hear, we are anxiously awaiting the release of Gothic, And like you guys, we would really like to know the release date itself, but we would also of course like to know more about the precons, spoilers, pricing and box sizes, because these are key information and they might also just be information that the company just could give away without giving too much of Gothic away also.
We would really also love to know if they're going to be able to use Gothic for some of the upcoming events. There are a lot of Star City game conventions going on in the fall, and many of them actually feature a Precon tournament, and it would be really cool to see those new Gothic Precons used for some of those tournaments. But in all, we think that a lot of these points are actually very doable, and hopefully especially we're going to get a bit more information about some of the precons and the spoilers. That's something that I personally really would love to see come out from the game. If you are going to be at the European Crossroad Championships in around 2 weeks' time, we will be giving out this free little promo. It is an unofficial promo. It's just from us. We had a very talented artist, Amelia Lennis, design this, and it is a skeleton token that you can use for the new Necromancer avatar. And if you are at the event, please come up, please say hi, and be sure to grab this free promo from us.
And if you're really nice, Sophie might also sign it.
Absolutely. So everybody, thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to our YouTube channel members and our Patreon members. You're the ones that allow us to do stuff like this, hand out free promos, and also get to events around Europe and hopefully also next year to the US.
And of course, if you want to be a patron of the Cardboard Guide, you can check out in the description how you become a patron.
Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video.